So we got a Recordings at Risk grant from the Council on Library and Information Resources, CLEAR, and that enabled us to digitize 600 of these tapes. And we just got the digital files back. We did the enhanced metadata, so we had a student assistant go in and listen to all the files and document their content. Then they were ingested into our digital repository, and they're now available in our online digital collection. So it's digital.lib.umd.edu. And if you go there and you search NFCB, you will get 612 results. Well, we don't have any formal inventory, so we're still working on that. My best guess is that we have between 4,000 and 5,000 quarter-inch open reel tapes. Most of them are 7-inch. We do have some 10-inch. And this collection, to me, is our most interesting one because of the breadth of the content and the fact that it includes so many traditionally underrepresented voices in media history. On these tapes, gosh, where to even start? So I was just listening, actually, to the interview with Lily Tomlin. I'm sorry, the station she was on is escaping me, but you can look it up on the digital file online. But she was interviewed right when her career was really starting to take off, and she was talking about where she got her inspiration for some of the characters that she's done, and just about being a woman in comedy, which still obviously completely relevant. Still don't see as many women in comedy as we should, but she sounded so fresh and so excited and really vibrant. It's a great recording. We also have quite a few episodes of the show called Spectrum, which was done by Carlos Hagen. He worked at KPFK. He was a producer, and he was also an immigrant from Chile. And when he moved to the United States, he was appalled that we didn't have the kind of radio that he was used to, where people would just come to a station, bring their records, and just play the music that they loved. So he developed Spectrum as kind of a weekly ethnography, and he would study music all over the world, and he'd play examples, and he'd talk about it. And sometimes he'd talk about silence as well, because that's just as important as music. So we have a lot of his programs in here as well. It doesn't sound like a traditional radio host. He's got this accent, and he's talking about music that people never really thought of as ethnic, like music from the Appalachian region in the United States. He talks about the first white communities who settled in the United States, so he treats them as ethnic as any other group, and it's really fascinating. This predated NPR, so he was doing this before, we had National Public Radio doing their kind of in-depth profile pieces.